avoiding mistakes using electrical arcing, and hopefully you'll understand why I got a number over 70 and you've got loads of excessive skin on the upper eyelids. You're better off to, right, this is exactly what I was scared of. Anyway, so much available and so on, and so hopefully that clarifies things for everybody. Thank you for that. Now, next presentation gave me is online. You can watch it in your own time again if you wish. I think it's one of the best because we got a number of hate comments. Obviously, I'm hitting the right note there. And hopefully you'll understand why I got some hate comments in there.
Let me say one more thing. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't do somebody who has to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Please don't think of money. Please. Okay? Not even a Friday. She's not going to want to go to work on Monday with her face full of spots. Somebody wrote me a letter, sent me a letter and said, Laura, can you please write a letter for this woman to give to her boss? Because her boss won't allow her to come back to work. And she didn't ask off, and now she's just about ready to get fired. They won't have her in the office looking like that, although she felt fine. Okay, so I say to her, can you take 7 days off? Okay, you need 7 days, because in 7 days you know back to work and people won't even make it have done. If you go for a facelift, go for a black face, you go for all of these, you're going to be done 6 weeks. But that's you're going to be done on 7 days. So if you've got 7 days, can you take 7 days off? Wait until you can take your 7 days, then come for your treatment. I mean, I want your 10,000 rand down to do your full face. So I don't care what you look like if you can't go back to work on Monday. You can either be one of those people, or you're going to say, okay, do your consultation, ask her if she can take 7 days down.
And not go on holiday in those 7 days and go sit on the beach.
No!
I'll go when I'm on holiday.
No! And 7 days in her home. I never wanted to go anywhere. I was feeling very sorry for myself. I never wanted to be seen in public. So she can't. She must stay at home, cuddle up, watch all her soapies, enjoy that week while she's in recovery. It's 1 week with plasma, it's 6 weeks for surgery.
If she can't do the whole face and she's doing stages, she can do crow's feet this time. Then she can go back to her 3
No,
days.
she can't. She won't want to go with all these spots to work on her. Sorry.
Sorry, Laura, can I just add my 5 cents?
Yeah.
If you own a beauty salon, go back to work.
Yes, yes.
Everybody turned around to me, I was walking around with a turkey neck. What on earth happened to you? And I had plasma pen done. Guess what? When the results started showing, everybody was saying, wow. But guess what? Nobody would have known I'd done it. I didn't walk around with my turkey.
If you own a beauty salon, you want to have mental health.
It's actually provoking violence. But to go to the client that wants to take their holiday. Ladies, please. Something we discussed yesterday. Sun exposure. Please keep your clients aware of the fact, stay out of the sun for 3 months after you've had plasma pen. You are looking for pigmentation problems. Expose yourself and you're going to get what you're looking for. Guaranteed.
Good SPF, please, to every client who leaves you. She must take that with her. Don't tell her to go and buy it, she won't.
Good question, because it's come up. What about a sunbed? If the lady if she covers her face with a
No, it's
towel,
1 week, no sunbed. 1 week, no.
if she covers her face with a towel and she keeps that section off the sunbed or out
No,
of
it's
the
not
section,
regulation. She seems regular.
can they do it, yes or no?
That's no.
No. When you just go.
Laura, just for interest, your cell phone, your iPad, everything, that has a UV radio imager as well.
Mine doesn't. I have
Reflects off something else and it comes back to your
Do
face.
your sunblock on.
Oh, lovely.
Every day, all day. Every morning.
That will be fun. Yeah, but I'm saying for other clients, generally, some of the
Okay.
Okay.
Any questions? Okay, good. So,
Both our products have an excellent SPF, specially formulated for the treatment phase. Not just the everyday sunscreen.
Sorry.
Which you might have had.
How long afterwards do you put that sunscreen? So when you walk out, the next morning you put it on. Even though those
Yeah.
things are raw.
Yeah.
How soon do they put the SPF straight after the procedure or when?
Pretty much, if it's that product is completely sterile
If it's not?
immediately. If it's not after the
After
startup
sterile,
protocol.
after
So, but if you have SPF, that is completely sterile. You can.
After they form?
If it's completely sterile, you can.
Yes.
Yes. Anything that's completely sterile.
Also.
But, and also remember that the ear has got to breathe a bit. So, anyway. The next presentation is quite good because we got lots of, a good amount of hate comments on this YouTube video that we published online. It's avoiding mistakes using electrical arcing. And hopefully you'll understand why I got a number of hate comments in there. Now, what we're going to talk about is using the spray technique for skin tightening incorrectly, applying the arc for too long, using the spot operation incorrectly for localized skin tightening, using high-intensity treatments for plasma upper eyelid tightening, plasma tattoo removal mistakes, advertised scar-free result for mole removal or benign skin lesions removal in general, failing to provide an aftercare protocol to the clients is something that I already talked about, but the most interesting parts are the pictures. Failing to have a consent form in place. I know these things may sound stupid, but many people do still have that, do still do that. Making realistic advertising for plasma eyelid tightening, promoting eyelid tightening as blepharoplasty. This is our view. It is not a blepharoplasty. I had it done. We've done it so many. The results are good. It's not a blepharoplasty as such. You can't beat surgery, unfortunately, in many ways. And also, as we will see, if you're over 70, not in your case, you're amazing. But if you're over 70 and you've got lots of excessive skin on the upper eyelids, you're better off doing one eye surgery. You just do a blepharoplasty instead of just doing loads of them. It's very frustrating. You do a blepharoplasty, you get the pain once, you pay once, and that's it. Whereas with this thing, every time, you may need to repeat that a number of times. Every time you go through the swelling and so on and so on and so forth. One of the most common mistakes using plasma devices for skin tightening is applying the arc for too long, as I said. This can lead to scarring. We haven't seen much of that, but be mindful about what you're using is meant to burn. It burns the moles, it removes the moles, and removes the skin if you wish to remove the skin. So it does remove things, it does burn things, and can burn the skin, to the point that it removes the dermis as well, if you want. Failing to provide the appropriate aftercare instructions to your clients, as I said it before, that is very, very important. You give aftercare instructions of some products of some sort, because they will inevitably look for ways to reduce their pain and their swelling, and they can use the wrong thing. Then, yes, because the people will actually use other product, and then that can lead to red atrophic spots, which is these spots are not only depigmented spots, but also the atrophic. It look like small most craters, very, very small craters. The good thing is about that is that they disappear over time. So far, they have all disappeared, including on myself. Actually, they happened on myself with the most expensive device. People will stay in the sun and not use sunscreen or get exposed to indirect sunlight in one way or another. And this is what you can get. You can get Freddy Krueger at the end of your treatment if you're not careful. This guy's going to haunt you. Right? This is exactly what I was scared of. Anyway, I don't think you can actually see it from this picture as well. Maybe you can see it here. Now, in this picture, maybe you cannot see as well. Obviously, I've covered her face. I'm saying it's been done with our device. It's been done with a black thing. We've seen loads of these type of problems, especially with other devices. Only happened once, and it was due to the fact it was a Polish distributor, one working for a Polish distributor, which didn't do the training as such. So what she'd done, I'll have you to show you. This is the final result. So basically, you've got many women, especially in Poland and in Russia. You've got all these two nice lines here, and they want to attenuate. Can you tell me what the problem was? What was done wrong? Sorry? Exactly. But guess what? If you went online at the time, you found new devices where they showed you to... It's not working anymore. It showed you to actually put the dots inside the lines. It actually did tell you, they actually showed you them doing it. Say, for example, marionette lines. They would actually go do it inside the marionette lines. And this is the sort of problems you get. So basically, very likely, because I asked, well, how did you do? Do you have any evidence of how you've done this treatment? No. So this is exactly what happened. This is the guy that came out of it. Okay? But then, do you know how to resolve this problem? Yeah, you watched the video, yeah? You watched it. Yeah. Yeah, how would you resolve this problem?
Work on the walls.
Sorry?
Just work on the walls, not in the thing.
No, but once the damage is done. You can try that. But, I mean, look. I mean, this is... it's not... Oh. Even if you do that, you're not going to reconstruct the area that's missing. But is that going to fit? Maybe fillers are going to do it, but then it's going to get reabsorbed. This is only my opinion. Like plastic surgeon can sort it out. Just making 2 cuts in there, 1 and 2, and then sew it back up and deal with the scars later. I can't see any other way. That is permanent. So this is to show you we are dealing with something that burns the skin, actually eats flesh. It's not a joke. This has been actually promoted for doctors only. It's something that is extremely good if used properly. You use it, you don't use it properly, you get the freaking nightmares. Go deal with this. What the heck? Come on. Oh yeah. Okay. Then this is, I put this picture because this is not a mistake as such. This is a treatment where there's redness for a few weeks. It's not a mistake as such because even the guys with pretty much, we've seen it so many times. This is to tell you, avoid high-intensity treatments. We've got a section on voltaicplasma.com, which I cannot actually show you due to time constraints, because there's so many videos telling you what to do and what not to do, so many pages and so on. But this is telling you, reminding you, no, don't do high-intensity treatments on the upper eyelids, especially on the upper eyelids, because they're very delicate, and you get this redness, and it feels like the skin is always tingling, it's always red, it's a bit slightly itchy. You feel that something is not right. And also, if you do high-intensity treatments, you've got to stay out of the sun and wearing sun protection for longer than 3 months. Because then this area is... as long as changing, there's fibroblasts being reproduced and so on, regenerated, then you can get hyperpigmentation. This is me, 2014, 2016. Yeah, very good result. Hey, this is me. This is me soon after, I mean, what? I think 6 weeks after. This is after 2 treatments. This is after 6 weeks. So not only do you get the redness, and I remember feeling it, but also you get the opposite of the skin tightening. This is temporary though. Actually goes back, thank God. So this actually gets better, better, it got better and better and better. But at that time it wasn't that nice. Because what the heck have I done? And I actually told them to do it really, really harsh because I wanted to see what it's like. What really, if you really do it harsh, what can happen? And this is what can happen. I tried it on myself. I wouldn't recommend it. So use the device. If you use our device, use a level 1. Pass our online tests. It tells you, if you pass our online tests, we've got the proof that you know exactly how to use the device. So take your time to learn. And this is why today and these days are going to be useful. But you cannot get as much knowledge as we got online. Because every time we do something of the sort, we record it. It's extremely, this information we've got online is very, very important. And it cannot replace the information that we can give you face-to-face in these events, because we can only give you a limited amount of information. It's unlimited, pretty much, what we give you online. Do not rush into the treatments without experience. You can build the experience to a certain extent by watching the case studies, the videos on the case studies, so you can see the healing progression, what was done, how it was done, and you can actually get a feel why it actually worked. So when you come to do it, you have some sort of reference experience because you've seen it done. The best thing is to do it, but you can actually see it done and see the results. Because when you do it the first time around, you hope that things go well. But when you actually you've seen the treatment, you've seen the before, see the healing progression, you see the after, say, okay, if I do this, very likely I'm going to get that. So you're going to get some reference experience. If you're in doubt, ask before you do it. It is free with us. It's WhatsApp. How many people do not have WhatsApp? How many people have WhatsApp?
Everybody.
So just use it. Just send it. Say, hello, Andreas. Vill take plasma. Lot Areton. And then ask us. Perform the exercises on the test meet. This is what we talked about. It's very, very important. Surgeons have trained on these exercises. I've done these things for many, many years. There is a reason for it. They look stupid, but they're very important, especially if you haven't done it before. Always start at very low intensity treatments. And we tell you in voltaicplasma.com what they are, and we get you tested online on what they are, so we know, if you get our certificate, that you know what they are. Use caution, always. You have no magic wand. It's really useful, but it can cause troubles. And that's pretty much it. So, questions?
How long will if you're going to do the eyelid versus the plasma, how long will it be posted?
Last what?
If you're going to do like the eyelid.
The results are, they've been advertised as permanent, but the truth is that your skin will age anyway. It's not like Botox that will disappear in 6 months, or like fillers will reabsorb. No, it's been advertised as permanent to the extent that the skin will age anyway, unfortunately. Depends on what you're dealing with. If you've got loads of skin to be tightened, you may require them 5. If you've got a little bit of correction, what I showed you before about me there, this particular picture here, 2 treatments after. Space, you see, July 2014, November 2016. 2 treatments. It's extremely good. Yes? In the UK, I think £350 minimum in the UK. For both eyes, only upper eyelids. I think if you do both lower eyelids, I think we're going to £500. I think. I mean, it depends. I haven't looked. These are prices off the top of my head. They're all written down on beautytech.com website, which I actually showed you before. I can pull it up again.
Sorry, that picture that you showed us before, you said surgery was the only conclusion.
Yes.
If you looked at that face, it was quite a youngish face. The skin looked young. If you did that over like 4 months, you did that full treatment, and another 4 months that full treatment, will it eventually put itself out?
Well, we can try. The problem is, I'm just going to go and get it back.
Sorry, I'm just...
Yes, the problem is, here, there's tissue missing. It's like the same thing as atrophic scars. There is tissue that's missing. You can make it look better, but it's not as if you can reconstruct what's missing there.
Okay, so even if you went and you worked on it like on a 2-year project, every 3 months, 3 months, 3 months.
You can try. You can try that, and also combine it with chemical peels. You can try that again, but remember that. Are we really reconstructing missing skin? So it can, as plasma treatment improves the appearance of acne scars and chicken pox scars, it could improve that as well. But we actually made worse. I mean, we made it, what happened there? We went there to try and minimize and improve the appearance of these lines, and we made them deeper and more accentuated. I mean, actually, there's a bit of flesh missing there. It's not, this is a just stark reminder. And we've got loads of these pictures, because what happened is, there has been a number of videos where they show you to put the dots inside the lines. Many people are doing it. So one person had done it with our device. And we've got even more people doing it with other devices, but we don't do it. We prefer using our own mistakes, so to speak. It's not me. It's someone actually, our distributor's employee, doing it on someone else. So this is to show you that it's not as if you have the device. You really have to be careful. You really need to know, and we want you to know what can go wrong. So you get shocked a bit, and you're not going to go there again. And we've done the online tests, so to make sure that you really know how to do it. So people who have done the online tests never make this mistake. I haven't made this mistake so far. And this actually happened I think we've had, this is the only one of the sort, and maybe you had another one, also to speak, after so many treatments and years in the industry, doing this only.
Because if you look at her, she's got a young neck.
I've actually...
She's not an old person. She doesn't look
well, I think she's over 40, I think. Well, from memory, because I've deleted the face, so you can actually recognize the eyes and the face. Okay. Please.
Just interestingly, I've contacted Accor Plasma, the official website just now, and asked them how many power levels does their machine have.
What?
The Accor.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
One of the girls has got it. Because earlier we spoke about it and you weren't sure.
Yes.
They replied to me now, it is the only low frequency pen on the market. The length and depth, etc. is determined by how long the point is held on the skin, making it possible to have anything from 1 level to 50 levels. Thus, training is very important.
So they've got 50 levels now?
Well, they're saying that just by the length and the depth of is determined by how long you hold the point, which you already mentioned. The longer you hold it on one point at one frequency. Can
you ask back, send the technical specifications?
I've asked, but they haven't responded.
Okay. I don't think it will. I don't think they will. This is just to give you an idea about what you get on the market. This is one of the reasons why we came into the market, is because it's too confusing. In other industries, in the engineering industry where I've actually worked for a while, it was straightforward. Can you please send me the technical specs? There you are. And you look, okay, frequency, this. Can you take me the technical specs? And you get this sort of answers. Just technical specs, please. So this is what you get in, and again, this is because it's a competitive market. So people are trying to, sorry to say it, but confuse in order to show you that they're the only, did they say the only device?
Only low frequency device.
Only low frequency.
The only low-frequency device. Again, this goes back to the very competitive markets like this is. People were trying to pretend that we're so unique. In in monopolies, we're trying to say that we've got lots of competition to avoid antitrust law. Whereas in this case, obviously, it's a competitive market where there's so much available and so on. And so hopefully that clarifies things for everybody. Thank you for that.